So just following up on my earlier video in relation to onboarding a new end user, here we have the dashboard for Mark Davis, and what I want to do now is just do a quick run through of what the dashboard looks like and what we're trying to present to the end user, but also to successive administrative organisations that may be in support of Mark or in support of the broader transitioning community. Down the left hand side here we have our general menu of all the relevant elements of transition: employment, housing, finance, education, health, well-being, children, a community forum, and then the calendar. And then down here we've got profile and also settings. That can be closed down just to be a list, a menu of icons, and that gives you broader real estate on here to get better visibility. At the top we've got some real estate for advertising. Now that could be advertising for service providers, third-party service providers that want to deliver services into the transitioning community, training, CV writing, employment, job offers, or well-being and support kind of agencies. Just below that, and we've got the list of your progress, a combined view of your family's progress, and then also an area for hints and tips that can cover the more generic aspects of working on the Plus T platform. Your progress has been created, and this is an arbitrary view of it, because quite clearly people are not going to be nearly 100%, so this is just randomly generated at the moment, but it gives you a sense of how people are progressing in the various elements of their transition process. 49 in this particular example, 49% of the way through your housing process, and then very small amount here, 12% into employment. Now those that advancement and that progress is going to be made up of a couple of views. First of all, the very objective view of the elements of the process in which you've engaged, but also we're working with another organisation to give an indication of the well-being within it as well, which is a very subjective matter, but it gives an overall view of how you are progressing and how you're managing. In later iterations, this is going to be red, amber, green, so moving through to green in the outer edges you complete or get close to completion of the process of that particular element, and the names will be around the outside, so that's going to be a far more efficient way to view that process. Over on the right hand side we've got the tasks. Now keeping a grip of what tasks you've got to do, what you are supposed to be doing, and what you've got coming up, we believe to be very important, and we're representing that with traffic lights. And if you click on the binoculars, that gives you an overview of what those tasks are. Now quite clearly at this stage, we're very early stage of the development, but that is just a mock-up of the kind of things that you've got to do, and this will be based on a schedule of actions you've got to take through transition, but equally things that you can add manually to the calendar so that you can keep a track of things. Just below that we've got tiles that have a more broader representation of the elements of transition, and again reflect how complete you are within that process. What we've done within this is created an ability to move these tiles around such that if you want to do something and rather than having the main priorities dictated by the platform, if you want to during a session work on say finance, then that you can move that to the top. Then you want to spend some time on your CV, and then perhaps you want to give a view to what you want to do on the housing. You've got some things to do around there. Then you can maintain those such that they remain at the top and are a priority to engage with your actions, but equally for you to be able to do some work around that. And then lastly, at the bottom, we've got a calendar snapshot of the last 3 months, the previous month, January being the current month, and then February next month. We've also added the facility to be able to chat to a support organisation, and that will be routed depending upon whether you want to talk about something within the platform where our support staff will be able to give you an idea as to how to engage with it, or if you are looking to engage with the support community and want to ask questions around pensions or whatever that might be, then you can engage with that chat community. That ends the demonstration for now. Thank you very much for listening, and we look forward to talking to you in due course.